The 2023 Leisure Unity 24 MBL was introduced in 2023 and available in 2024 moving forward. Now, if you're looking for a big bed, a big bathroom, big TV, and even an optional outside TV, all in a 25-foot package, this might be the leisure travel van for you. Power recliners and a Murphy bed that can be deployed even with the slide in. Now, this unit features graphite exterior, sand leather, mocha cabinetry, and concrete countertops. This is the 23 Leisure Travel Van Unity 24 MBL. Hey guys, 3 favorite things about the 2023 Leisure Unity 24 MBL, starting with a huge outside storage compartment. It's big enough for golf clubs. Number 2 involves 2 things. That's 2 closets. Not only do I have one here, or a pantry, but a second one back here. Boom. And finally, number 3, not only do we have a flexible lounge space, I have power recliners up here. How special is this? Hey everybody, it's Mike Drudge coming to you from Leisure RV Center of DFW. I've got a 2023 Leisure Unity 24 MBL. This is a model that was introduced in 23 and carried over into 24. This is the first chance I've had to do a walkthrough video for you, so come along, join me, and let's have a look. Okay guys, now we're on the inside of this 24 MBL, and one of the things that makes this so special is this lounge area up here. Now remember, like all leisure travel vans, we're in right about a 25-foot package. I do have one small slide. It's right here. It houses this lounge area, which can be used in a multiple variety of ways. So let's talk about it for a minute. Right now, I've got it set up to lounge and watch TV. So I've got my power recliners here. These are so nice. I've got the switches on either side. I've got USB charging on either side, and wireless charging as well. So I can lay my phone in there without even hooking it up to charge it. Really, really handy. The less cords I have to keep up with, the better. So flipping this up, dropping my phone in, I can charge it. Simple as that. Now I can watch TV straight across in a console type of setup like this. I can watch it through here. You can put a fireplace image on there, and all of a sudden you've got a cozy fireplace. But if I want to pop it up and watch television up here, I can do that as well. Now here's a neat thing. Say you've got 2 folks sitting up here, I can tilt the TV toward the front so you can watch it from up there too. Either way, when it's time for travel, pop that down and you're in the travel position. So back here, before I forget this space, I can reach back here and hit my light controls. I've got my main Firefly multiplex system up here on the wall, which is kind of the brains of the unit. You can do all these functions from your phone. I'll give you a close-up shot of it here in just a second. But you'll have also secondary switch panels, one here, one right by the door. There's one in the galley, so you're never more than an arm's length away from being able to control all the switches and so on. Okay, so I've got my lounge set up here. Say it's time to eat dinner. I want the chairs to face inward. Pop this up. Actually, I'm going to move this cushion, pop this up, and then lift this up, and now this becomes your back support for this cushion. Now I can sit here, have back support for a dining setup. They both work the exact same way. Flip this up, remove our cushion, back support, put the cushion in. Now notice you can see right down there's our wireless charging too, so I can pop my phone in there. Very, very handy. So now, got dining, comfortable dining setup for 2. Great, okay. So let's say, I'm gonna put these back down. Time to go night-night, right? So I'm gonna drop this table down. All you're gonna do is release it under here. There's a little lever to pull forward and push down in the center of the table, and it'll lock itself into place. All you have to do is move those 2 cushions, and then these just drop forward like this. Easy peasy. Now that allows us an opportunity to drop the Murphy bed. This is actually the base for the foot of the bed. So you're going to lift it up and lock it into place. There's 2 little locking knobs on either side. I'm going to release those. I've already got that one released. And then I'm just going to drop this down like so. Release this, boom, and boom. Now I've got a 76 by 68 bed. Really comfortable. How about this? Oh, here's a bonus. I'm sitting here watching TV. Maybe I have my laptop. Boom. That's nice. I really, really like this. I've got a window up on top here with our MCD roller shades, and then handy reading lights on either side that I can adjust around. So comfortable, nearly king size bed. And here's a neat thing. You can tell just by looking, there's plenty of room to get out around the bed and not disturb your partner. So I can get out here, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, go get something out of the fridge, go to the bathroom, come back, not disturb my partner. Now here's a cool thing, and a lot of people ask me this, can I deploy the bed even with the slide in? Yes, you can. It will come to right here, so you won't have that ability to walk around like I do now. But if you pull over, you know, at a truck stop or a rest area or what have you, just want to catch a few winks, you can deploy the bed without having to push the slide out. Good stuff. They always put these little straps on here, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I always clip them back, because once you put it up, there's nowhere for this mattress to go. Maybe you can answer that, you LTV owners out there. Not a big deal, just curious about it. Pop this back up, and then I'm just going to lift up, and then you're always going to want to make sure that you lock these in for travel. There's a little metal cog that's going to go into that slot. Just make sure that's in there so this thing isn't bouncing going down the highway. Now to release this is a little tricky. You're just going to push up on this little collar like that, and that will allow that to go down. How easy is that? Then back to our previous position, put our cushions back up in place. How easy is that? And the nice thing is you can keep that bed made up with your blankets. There's room for pillows and everything in there, so you're not having to make up the bed every night. Pop it away and you're good to go. Our nice diffused LED lighting are on the top. I love this. The first few motorhomes that my wife and I bought had really awful lighting, terrible lighting. Leisure's done such a nice job that there are really no dark corners in here. Of course, we have bright sunshine out here today, but even without this, and even at night, you've got a lot of nice diffused lighting. If you want lots of natural light, boom, open this up. It's real easy to open up this for air. If you've got a nice, beautiful day, you want to have some fresh air coming in, you can pop that open. Hey, it could even be an escape hatch. Pop that up there. Now if you got bugs, boom, and I have a screen. If I want to keep the heat out and darken it, do this. Here's a little quick tip. Here's what I would do. I would open this up. I would cut me a piece of reflective foam up here to help keep this cool. Some folks say you got to be careful because this gets real warm in the summertime. Some people will cover it up entirely, up to you, but I probably would put a little additional insulation if you're in a crazy hot climate like Arizona or like we are here in Texas, having pretty much a record-breaking heat year. So good stuff over here. When it's time to pop this back up, simply release that little lever in the middle and up it goes. Now let me push this back down because there's one other configuration I am leaving out. Let's say you want to have basically more of a sofa setup. I'm going to pop this back up, put this cushion here. All I have to do is add one cushion right here in the middle, and look at here. Now I have a sofa facing this way or that way. Really comfortable. Okay, as you can see, I've already rotated around our driver's seat to face the rear of the coach. We can do the same thing for the passenger seat, and it really opens up the amount of living space up here. So all you're going to have to do is reach forward and release this little knob in front, and then rotate it around. Now sometimes it's helpful to move the seat forward or the back forward so it won't hit right there. It just depends on how you've got it sit when you're going down the road. Rotate that right around. Now how nice is this? I can sit here and converse with some campsite guests. You've also got this extendable support depending on your body shape right here, so these are super comfortable. Leisure takes all these seats out from Mercedes-Benz and recovers them. You can see the nice Leisure logo that's stitched into the headrests of all the seating. It's just really nice. There's a fit and finish that is really hard for me to impart over a video. Again, you guys watch some of my videos, you know that my wife and I have bought a number of motorhomes, and stepping up into a coach that has this level of fit and finish, you can just feel it. Sometimes the floor plan looks good on paper, but by the time you get in the coach, it's like, I don't know. And with Leisure, there's just such an attention to detail that it's pretty special. I love it. Right over here, we've got USB charging ports and inverted power. So you'll see different locations of inverted power. So anytime you have lithium, which we do on this one, you're going to have inverted power for your microwave and convection oven. If you don't, now that's going to be standard moving into 2024, lithium standard. That means your microwave will be inverted. So we've spun these around. Let's talk about this little Firefly multiplex system up here. Again, you can put this app on your phone and control all these functions from your phone. Go to the lighting control, and I can control all of the lighting in here. If you hold it, they will dim. And I'm sure this is really making my cameraman's day by doing this. But holding this will dim them, and just continue holding it and bring it back to bright. And you can do that on all the lighting settings. Right here we've got our power control center, so you can set the generator to come on at a specific low voltage trigger or a load trigger. You can start it to come on and off at certain times if there's quiet times in the campground you're in. That's really a handy function. And then, of course, our climate control. I've got it set on cool because it's nice and warm here in Texas today. You got our AquaGo system here, so it's a Truma system throughout. So your water heater and your heating system is Truma. Truma, by any measure, is the best brand out there. Up above, we've got plentiful storage on this side, and again, these are all soft close. So when you're at the campground, you're set up, that's all you have to do, and you're not slamming cabinets. I'm a big fan of checklists, pre-trip checklists, and one of them should be to go around and make sure they're latched. If you don't want to hear that, just release this little bottom lever and make sure they're latched. Just give it a little pull. That way, if you've got heavy things in there, it's not opening up during travel. Kind of hard to see, but there is a sound bar up there. And man, when that is on, it fills up this whole living area with a nice surround sound. Really, really nice. I've got storage under here, and boom, guess what they're still doing? An optical drive, a DV drive. That's great. Hey, guys, I'm old enough to have lots of DVDs, and this has got one. You've also got plenty of room for other components in here. So if you've got a Roku, perhaps, or a game controller, things like that, you've got power and your cabling in here, depending on, again, if you've got a satellite dish and things like that. Plenty of connectivity options in here. Always like to have those. Now, coming down here into our main entryway, I've got little hooks here for my hat and my jacket right where they should be. The dog collar, the poop bags if you have a dog. How many of us bought an RV because we have pets? I'd love to hear from you. If you bought an RV, at least in part, because you have a dog or a pet that you didn't want to kennel, leave me a comment below. I'm guilty, all right. We also built a bay window in our house for our dogs too, but that's a whole other story. So poop bags and leashes and dog treats and whatever, keys and stuff right here. See how this is nicely lit behind here? So good place to grab when you're coming in and out of the coach. Now here's one of these secondary light panels. So our ceiling lights and accent lights, porch lights, master on and off. So if you're coming in, boom, master on, they're all on. Our step override, so if you want the step to stay out when you're stationary at a campground, which you probably do, hit that and that way it stays out. Now in any case, when you hit your ignition and go off to drive off, the step's going to come in as a safety feature, so don't worry about that. Not a whole lot to see on this side other than the 12-volt on and off switch right there. So if you're going to be away from the coach for a while, turn that in the off position so you're not depleting your batteries. I forgot one thing, sorry. We do have a little bit more storage up front here, and a hotel style safe. So I've got an overhead cubby up here and a safe. Up here, which I'm gonna let the future owner of this unit open these up for the first time, but you will get a pack of cut fabric pieces to go throughout and enclose this entire cabin area. Most videos I see, they don't even show that these exist, so I wanted to make sure you know, because you can see these snaps. There's snaps here, there's snaps around the cabin, so you can enclose that whole area and black it out for privacy and to keep it cool. And another little bonus cubby on that side as well. Now, moving up into the galley area, again, we're in an MBL, pretty spacious galley area, and even a more spacious bath back here, but I'm getting ahead of myself. How about this? If you need more pantry space, you can do it. These shelves are adjustable, or you can take them out entirely and hang clothes in there. There's also hooks in here to hang a jacket or a hat or what have you. So whether you want to use that as a pantry or a storage closet, it's up to you. But nice cabinet build, and remember, with Leisure, they're all soft close. Down here are our breakers and our fuses, so familiarize yourself with where those are and what they control in case you ever need to troubleshoot. Already talked a little bit about this, but convection microwave, and it is inverted if you have lithium. So that means if you're pulling over at a Buc-ee's and you don't want to fire the generator, you just want to warm up some leftovers, you can do that without having any other source of power. How about this? A three-way refrigerator. This is a 6.7 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer that will run off 12 volts, it will run off 110, it will run off gas. So any way you slice it, you're covered. Speaking of any way you slice it, need a beverage from this side, grab it there. What if you're in the bathroom and need a drink? You can pull it out from this side. Oh, this is great. I don't know why I didn't think of this. You can open the door from either side. Boom, love it. Now our galley. I've got a 2-burner propane cooktop. Drop this down. You always want to make sure that's cool before you drop this down. There's 2 little cubbies in the back here. This is Corian solid surface. This is just an open compartment to use as you wish. If you want to put extra, storage bags, trash bags, kitchen supplies, even cooking items, maybe put a small plastic tub in there. It's up to you, but that drops in there to cover that. Now this one actually has a plastic liner that you can remove. You could put maybe dirty silverware on there till you wash them. You could put ice in there and put drinks in there, however you want. And again, covers up nicely with your Corian matching cutouts for that. Speaking of matching cutouts, we have our sink cover here, a nice stainless steel, nicely sized sink, again for a 25-foot unit. One of my complaints with a lot of B and B plus style motorhomes is you sacrifice and you get a tiny little sink that's big enough, that's barely big enough to wash out a Dixie cup. So here we've got plenty of room to use it, and it's functional. I can put my spices up here, hand towels, paper towels, what have you up here, and our secondary multiplex system switch right here. So I've got 1, 2, 3 secondary ones. Plenty of storage down below here. Again, boom, boom. Little cutouts for our silverware and so on. And again, soft close all the way around. Release this. You always get a pantry in a leisure travel van. Nice pantry. This is going to get a lot of use. Canned goods, cereal, what have you. Like I said, I'm a big believer in pre-trip checklists. This should be on it. How annoying is it? You get out on the road, you're going down the road, you pass somebody, and this opens up and slams open, stuff goes everywhere. So make sure, boom, now I'm ready for travel. Open this up, and there's a trash can. I always ask my wife when we looked at motorhomes, I know, honey, but where's the trash can go? So Leisure always gives you a place for the trash can right here. Open up the door, put a liner in there, you're good to go. What am I forgetting? More storage up top here. Again, soft close, soft close. Now I've got 2 vents. I've got a power vent right here. I've got a power vent back here in the bathroom, so you can pull that humidity and heat out and keep that fresh air coming in and the humidity out. Okay, so one of the big selling features of the MBL floor plan is a big bathroom that spans the whole width of the rear portion of the coach. So in addition to our great lounge area, our power recliners, our 40-inch TV up front, all great selling points, things that I love, it's also nice to have a big bathroom, and it's everything in one space. I have my toilet here, I have my sink behind me, and I have a big shower. Again, oftentimes with a 25-foot package, you sacrifice a lot, and oftentimes it's in the bathroom. After all, how much time do you spend in the bathroom? I get it, but I also want to take a nice shower. Check out this backlit around this tower of water here, right? So it doesn't show up real nicely because of our bright sunshine outside, but that is really neat. And look, I can pop this down for wet swimming suits and let them drip dry in here. But by now everybody knows that I'm 6 feet tall, average build. So yes, I have to watch my head right here, and pretty much everybody will. But once I get in here, I've got plenty of room to do what I need to do in a shower. And it's very spacious. And if I'm 6 feet 4, 5, 6 maybe, I can still take a shower in here and not have to tilt my head sideways. So you're probably getting a really good shot of my shiny dome with that sun hitting it right there. So this should be on your pre-trip checklist too. See this? Pull this over here. Make sure it's like that so this door is not constantly banging together going down the road. Hey everybody, meet Zach, our photographer right there. Hey Zach, all right. Zach works harder than I do. He takes these videos and then he goes back and he edits out all of my mistakes, which takes hours and hours. So kudos to Zach for all that good work. So over here we have a porcelain toilet. Plenty of leg room because remember, we're all in one little room. It has a macerator at the termination point of this coach, but we have a porcelain toilet. Now if I'm sitting here doing what most people do when they sit here, I can open up my fan with this button right here, open up the fan and turn on the fan motor, pull out all of the humidity and everything else that I needed to pull out of the bathroom. Power, hit it again, and it's going to come back down fully automatic. Lots of storage. Check out this. If I release this, look at all this storage up here. Great for extra linens, towels, what have you. Tucks away nicely. And here's our second closet. So again, I can hang clothes up there. You can remove these shelves entirely and then hang clothes in there. Use this however best suits your needs. We've got 3 more deep drawers in here. Soft clothes all the way around. And then under here, storage underneath the vanity. Got a nice little, again, Corian, nice little sink right here and storage in the back for toiletries, your tissues, what have you, back here. More diffused lighting around the top here as well. Plenty of inlets for the air, so we've got our returns on the outside which have mesh filters. Best practice, pop those out every month or so, rinse them out, certainly at least once a season, rinse those out and put them back in. And then our inlet is right here. If I really want to get cool, open it up and I've got tons of air coming out. If I want to push more air to the other vents, you can close it off. What are you thinking so far? I love this floor plan a lot. A lot of neat stuff on the inside, so let's hop on the outside and I'll show you some of the storage options and a special surprise. Whoops, nearly forgot. I need to point out some control switches right over the entry door here. This is your EQ System's fully automatic levelers. So you can do them manually. A lot of folks just opt for the auto level 1 button and you're dropping the 4 jacks down. It's stabilizing and leveling both. This is your solar charge controller. It's telling us the health of the batteries and how much solar charge is going into your batteries. Our Truma controls are right here. Here's our Cummins Onan generator, our start, on and off switches, and there's an hour meter on here as well. Our Xantrex 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and then our slide in and out. You know, it's the small things. For years and years and years, Leisure didn't label these switches, so you never knew what the toggle switches were. Thank you, Leisure. At least I know this is the slide in and out toggle switches. I love old-fashioned toggle switches. They're easy to troubleshoot, easy to use. And then this is your battery heat. So if you have lithium batteries, they don't like to get cold, and they really don't like to charge when they get cold. You're going to pop that on in really cold temperatures. It's a battery heater to make sure those batteries are happy, and that's important to keep everything working. All right, let's go outside and have a look. For real this time. Okay guys, now we're on the outside of this 24 MBL. We're on a 3500 series Sprinter cutaway chassis. So you hear that term a lot, cutaway chassis. What's that mean? It means that Leisure Travel Vans gets in this portion of the chassis and of course the running gear, and they build everything from here back, as opposed to a straight Class B van in which a manufacturer gets the B van in from Ford, Ram, or in this case Mercedes, and they don't do any changes essentially to the box itself. They do everything on the inside. In this case, all of this is Leisure Travel Van back here, and that's a good thing. Why? Because this is vacuum bonded. Do the thump test when you go out and you shop around and see how that feels. So vacuum bonding puts a bunch of pressure on a 2-inch welded aluminum structure, 2-pound density foam in there. It's a sandwich basically, and they put it in this big compression, and it's basically like a giant food saver for an RV wall. So you're the end beneficiary of that because you get this. It's very, very solid. It's quieter, better insulated all the way around. Speaking of insulated, there's sprayed foam underneath the entire undercarriage, so if you're kicking up rocks and so on, it's going to be quieter, it's going to protect the bottom, it's going to insulate it more, and just be a more enjoyable ride. Our awning switches are right inside here. Turn it on, extend and retract. It does have a wind sensor. If there's a wind gust that pops up, it'll retract automatically. Now this is unique to the MBL. What's behind door number 1, you ask? Well, in this case, nothing. It's a storage compartment, but you can get an optional TV to go in here on the patio side of the MBL. If you opt not for that TV, here's what you get. In this case, we've got 2 hangers for cords. It's nice. You can put your power cord in here, water hose, whatever. Little bungee straps here. You can use this, but you can even put shelves in here. However you want to use this space, or even at the campsite, you could set a TV up in here as far as that part goes, and use this however you like. But it's there and it's unique to this model. Now let's have a look at storage under here, and Leisure's unique in the way they do their storage compartment. This is EPDM rubber. It's not a metal piano hinge that may rust or corrode over time. It's EPDM, so it's completely weather tight with moisture coming down, and then you have these gas struts that hold this open while you're accessing these. Nice carpet lined storage compartments helps keep things protected in there, and keeps them from sliding around when you're going down the road. I don't know if you can see that spray foam right there it is. So if stuff kicks up, it's going to be more quiet and provide some insulating qualities. This is our 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, so you have pure, clean power for all your gadgetry on the inside of the coach. Now here's a neat thing. I talked about soft close on the inside cabinets. Boom, these are soft close as well. Guess what else is neat? Watch what happens when I give this a turn. It's going to pull it in tight against the gasket. See how this is out a little bit? When I turn it, it pulls it in tight against that gasket, weather tight, stays dry inside there. I do have power over here, so I've got GFI protected outlet, so if I want to have a cooktop, a coffee maker, a margarator out here, I can do it. We have a 3200 watt diesel generator on this. If you're doing your research moving into 2024, they will be all propane LP generators. There are advantages to both. This one has the diesel generator, and another compartment in the back, and right here's a propane quick connect. So if you want to put a cooktop, a griddle out here with a quick connect on your low pressure LP, you can do it. Very handy. Molded rear cap, automotive style molded rear cap with an integrated camera in the back. It's also nice that Leisure puts a secondary panel on the bottom, a separate panel you might say. So in the event that you have a little accident at a fueling station and you scrape this or whatever, this portion can be replaced. You're not having to do as major surgery. You can replace just this portion back here in the event that you needed to. I love this. So if you're a golfer, you'll like this too. You can put your golf clubs back here. If you've got some of those collapsible bicycles, you can easily put 2 of them in here. Lots of extra cargo space with netting. Hang some cordage here. It's hard to see, but there is an LED light inside as well. Now this is your utility compartment. So this is where all the hookups are going to happen. I'll start right and go to left. This is your macerator hose and then your macerator switch over here. So nice thing about this, you can pump uphill. It does a great job of evacuating your tanks, but in any case, Leisure always gives you a 3-inch gravity traditional sewer hose in the event that you need it. Another thing that I like is where they locate the macerator assembly right back here. In the unlikely event that you ever have an issue with your macerator, it's right there, easy to access, easy for us to talk you through how to get to that and even remove it if you need to. It doesn't require major surgery, and I like that they locate it there. This is your black tank flush. You want to make sure that your valves are open before you put a separate garden hose that you use only for that purpose here. Our propane fill, and then if you have cable at the campground, and many of them do, you can hook it up right here, and now you'll have cable on the patio side and on the inside of the coach. You can route it through the bottom here, close this door, and it's all closed off. Propane's shut-off switch, so obviously you're going to turn that off before you fill your propane. And then I've got a secondary water pump switch out here, on and off, so I can turn that off if I'm fooling around with my connections out here. I don't have to go inside and do that. Here's your main pressurized water supply line. So this is nice to have this on here so it's not kinking your hose. Hot and cold spray port with your hose right in here. Pop that in here, wash off the dog, wash off your spouse, wash off whatever before you go inside the coach. And then you're going to use this winterize valve when you winterize the coach, of course. Now one neat thing that Leisure does, pull this out, is they give you this hose that's already plumbed in here to winterize it. You're going to drop this in a jug of RV antifreeze, put this in the winterize setting, turn on your pump, and now you can pull antifreeze through the lines. Something else you can do with this is pull in fresh water. So if you're out in the boondocks, you don't have pressurized water to get in the tank, drop this into some fresh water jugs, turn on your pump, and this will pull fresh water into your system. Kind of wish they'd put a plug on the end of there. I would probably craft one myself just to keep it totally clean. Not a huge deal, but there you have it. This stows in here. This is to enable you to reach under there and open up your bottom drains when it does come time to empty all the fresh water and sanitize the system. So again, give that a twist and a twist, and you're good to go. No locks here, can't lock it because there's propane on the inside. Got your smart plug here, your 30 amp smart plug. Your Truma AquaGo sits right here. On-demand water heater, so you can take those long showers, have water available instantly hot if you want. If you want to put it on the eco mode, it's still on demand, but you won't have that instant hot water. Either way you slice it, it's an on-demand without a huge tank that you're heating all the time. And then this is your Truma furnace vent right next to it. Underneath this slide, there are 2 more storage compartments. Oops, give this a pull. So I've got plentiful storage over here for camp supplies, big enough for bag chairs and things like that. So your little tip, if you're a little compromised in the back or the knees or the hips, you might want to get things out of there before you pull the slide out, because now I've got to be a little tricky getting in there. But in all fairness, the slide doesn't come out really much farther than the doors themselves. So anyway, it's nice to have this extra storage. Again, soft close, give it a turn, and these are lockable. Coming up into the chassis portion, when it comes time to fuel, right here's your fueling location. You can only access that if you open the door. Now I can open this up. Now what I would suggest is just close the door, keep the truck stop smells out of your coach, fuel up, and when you're done, pop that closed and you're off to the races. I do have heated, adjustable power mirrors on the outside. I have another courtesy light on this side as well. Hey, how about we hop up into the cockpit and I'll show you the cockpit. Okay guys, now we're in the cockpit of this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter product. It's got all of the creature comforts that you would expect from Mercedes, like, let's talk about some obvious things. Lots of cup holders, all right? Places for my drinks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got one in each door. I've got 2 here, 2 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plenty of places for all of my beverages going down the road. Notice I popped this up here. I've got USB charging ports up there, and right in the middle, wireless charging. So you can just lay your phone up there and it'll charge wirelessly. If you forgot your cords or you just don't want to mess with your cords, you can lay it up there for that. There's also a cigarette lighter 12-volt style plug right next to it as well. Now, these are heated power seats. Again, Leisure takes these out, recovers them all with this beautiful fabric, stitching on here that's high quality stitching, super comfortable, and I have my thigh support that I can extend out depending on your body build. You can do that, so it's super comfortable, especially when you rotate this around and make this into an easy chair for the living room. I've got my power seats forward and back, and then I can control the back as well. They are heated, and then they have memory settings as well. So if me and my spouse are both doing driving responsibilities, she can set it, mash in on the number that is for you, and it will remember that the next time you hop behind the driver's seat and take off on a trip. Power windows over here, again, they are heated and power. Now up here on the steering wheel column, we can basically control everything without taking our eyes off the road. So on the left side, if I go home, I can control my dash cluster right in the middle by simply dragging my finger over this, what amounts to a mouse pad. I can control my settings for lane keeping assist and so on here on this side. Over here, if I go home, do the same thing and drag my finger across, I'll go through all the settings for this automobile, media for any devices connected, radio, entertainment, navigation, phone, and so on. Again, I can do it all from this. Now, I'll go ahead and post on the screen here for your benefit some of the various other convenience and safety features on this chassis. Lane keep assist, pre-collision assist, adaptive cruise control, auto high beam headlights, and things like that that really make the driving experience even more enjoyable. It's fun to drive. I've had a chance to drive all of these chassis quite a distance, and it's very comfortable. If you've never driven a motorhome before, you won't be intimidated by this. I can look out that mirror and have a straight shot all the way back. My cameras make it safer, so when I'm backing into a site, I can see what's going on, make sure I'm not backing into a tree limb, or more importantly, my spouse. So fun to drive, really comfortable drive. I love it. I think you will too. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is the 2023 Unity 24 MBL. What a beautiful coach. They thought of everything. Even when it comes time to wash the windshield, you got to step right up here. I can get up there easy. They think of it all. It's a beautiful coach. I've got a big TV, big bathroom, big bed, a lot of space in a 25-foot, 1-inch package. This is the 2023-24 MBL. My name is Mike Drudge. I'm here at Leisure RV Center of DFW. We've also got a location down in the greater Houston area. I'll put my contact information below. You can click there and email me. You can call me. I'd be happy to chat with you. Hey, while you're down there, wouldn't hurt my feelings if you click like and subscribe so that you'll be the first to know when we bring you more videos a lot like this. Again, my name is Mike. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.